puppet on a string. Tracy Island, time traveling diamond, could have shaped heartaches. Come to find you for in some velvet morning. Years too late. She's a silver lining, Lone Ranger riding through an open space. In my mind when she's not right there beside me, I go crazy, 'cause here isn't where I wanna be. And satisfaction feels like a distant memory, and I can't help myself. All I wanna ever say is, are you mine? Well, are you mine? Are you mine? Are you mine? Oh, I guess what I'm trying to say is I need the deep end, keep imagining meeting wished away. Entire lifetimes unfair, we're not somewhere misbehaving for days. Great escape, lost track of time and space. She's a silver lining, climbing on my desire, and I go crazy, 'cause here isn't where I wanna be. And satisfaction feels like a distant memory, and I can't help myself. All I wanna ever say is, are you mine? Well, are you mine? Are you mine? Are you mine? And the thrill of the chase moves in mysterious ways. So in case I'm mistaken, I just wanna hear you say you got me, baby, are you mine? She's a silver lining, Lone Ranger riding through an open space. In my mind when she's not right there beside me, I go crazy, 'cause here isn't where I wanna be. And satisfaction feels like a distant memory, and I can't help myself. All I wanna ever say is, are you mine? Well, are you mine? Are you mine? Are you mine? I've seen your eyes, I'm so fixed on me. What is he doing? What on earth's the plan? Has he got one? You better give me some pointers, 'cause you are the big rocket launcher and I'm just the shotgun. I am God knows all the signs in my eyes that might be a surprise, but it's true. So I'm not like you, and I don't want your advice or your praise, or to move in the way as you do, and I never will. 'Cause all you people are vampires, and all your stories are stale. And though you pretend to stand by us, I know you're certain we'll fail. Well, I've seen your eyes as they fix on me, full of confusion. Your snarl is just so condescending. Try to explain that we're on to a win. If the fee we got in, it recoups what we're spending. He said, I can't believe that you drove all that way. Well, how much did they pay ya? How much did they pay ya? You'd have been better to stay round our way, thinking about things, but not actually doing the things. 'Cause all you people are And though you pretend to stand by us, I know you're certain we'll fail. 'Cause all you people are vampires. I know your stories are stale. I know you pretend to stand by us. I know you're certain we'll fail.
Some interstellar gator skin boots and a helter-skelter and a little finger, and I ride it endlessly. She's got a Barbarella silver swimsuit, and when she needs to shelter from reality, she takes a dip in my daydreams.
My days end best when the sunset gets itself behind that little lady sitting on the passenger side. It's much less picturesque without her catching the light. The horizon tries, but it's just not as kind on the eye.
Just not attaching to your mind and soul. You can be shared. Arabella's got a 70s head, but she's a modern lover, it's an exploration. She's made of outer space, and her lips are like the galaxy's edge, and her kiss the color of a constellation falling into place.
My days end best when the sunset gets itself behind that little lady sitting on the passenger side. It's much less picturesque without a catch
tries and tries, but it's just not as kind on the eye. Arabella, Arabella, just not tapped into your mind and soul. You can be sure that's magic in a key to break gold, just a slip underneath it. I hope that's good. I can have one of the organic cigarettes that you smoke. Wraps the lip round a Mexican coat. Make you wish that you were the bottle. Take a sip of your soul, and it sounds right. Last night these two bouncers and one of them's alright, the other one's a scary, and his way or no way, totalitarian. He's got no time for you, looking or breathing how he doesn't want you to. So step out the queue, he makes examples of you, and there's no way you can say behind the go through to the bit where you pay, and you realise then that it's finally the time to walk back past 10,000 eyes in a line, and you can swap jumpers and make another move. Instilled in your brain you've got something to prove to all the smirking faces and the boys in black. Why can't they be pleasant? Why can't they have a laugh? He's got his hand in your chest, he wants to give you a dub. Well, secretly I think they want you all to kick off. They want arms flying everywhere and balls as well. It's just something to talk about, a story to tell ya. Well, it's a black and turn us all away, we'll put it down to fate. I said 1,000 million things that I could never say this morning.
talked about, it made so much sense. But now the haze has ascended, it don't make no sense anymore. So last night what we talked about, it made so much sense. But now the haze has ascended, it don't make no sense anymore. Oh. I've been given good reason to believe I ain't quite where I think I am, but it's always worth half a blast. You know the face, but you can't see past the disco strobes and the stumbling blocks. Wait, there's the other island now. Formation displays of affection fly over. I fall back and I can see both islands now. It's the intermission. Let's shake a few hands. Blank expressions invite me to suspect I ain't quite where I think I am. Stackable party guests to fill the awkward silences. The disco strobes and the stumbling blocks. Wait, there's the other island now. Formation displays of affection fly over. Eyes roll back and I can see both islands now. From my vantage point, the spare set of tingles will raise up your spine if I get it right. Looks like the Riviera is coming into land. Early predictions would seem to suggest I ain't quite where I think I am. Formation displays of affection fly over. Eyes roll back and I can see both islands now. What's been happening in your world? What have you been up to? I heard that you fell in love. I near enough. I gotta tell you the truth, yeah.
baby, snap out of it. I get the feeling I left it too late, but baby, snap out of it. If our watch don't continue to swing, I'm a fat lady, Francis having a sing. I'll be here waiting ever so patiently for you to snap out of it.
Someone to kiss, someone to kick you. There's nothing that you couldn't slip through. Or at least that's the impression I get. Cause you're smooth and you're wet and she's not aware yet, but she's yours. She'll be saying use me, show me the jacuzzi. I imagine that it's there on a plate. You're our rendezvous rate, means that you'll never be frightened to make them wait for a while. I doubt it's your style not to get what you set out to acquire. The eyes are on fire, you are the unforecasted storm. be surprised that she won't be shocked when she's pressed the star after she's pressed the lock. And there's verse and chapter sat in her inbox, and all that it says is that you've drank a lot. And you should bear that in mind tonight, bear that in mind, yeah, you should bear that in mind tonight, bear that, and you can pour your heart out for a reason it will block. Oh, will you send her after 9 o'clock? Anticipation has a habit to set you up for disappointment in evening entertainment. But tonight there'll be some love. Oh, tonight there'll be a rubbish, yeah, regardless of what's gone before. And she won't be surprised